they had a ton of gaming stuff set up. So you had all the custom PCs, and then they had a bunch of PCs that were provided that you could go and do free play on. So anybody could jump on one, provided that it was open, and be able to partake. Okay, do I finally get to leave this thing now? Nope. They said, fuck off. You're not allowed to leave. Oops, I went the wrong way.
I'm still making my character. Hold on.
Oh, okay, cool. I just finished.
Okay. Are you gonna go Limsa? Something for Limsa?
Yeah, I'll go Limsa. Yeah, I'll go.
What
the hell?
I'm trying to think of what's there for me.
Where
that I would
do I go?
I'd go Conjurer, I guess. Conjurer's Limsa, right?
Oh, I still have to talk to this person? God dang it.
Oh no, Conjurer is that's not Limsa, that's the other thing. I'd have to go Thaumaturge or
Oh, Anarchist. Where's Anarchist?
Anarchist is it should be Limsa.
I should have, you know what, I should have had this discussion when people were a little bit more talkative in the chat, so I apologize for that. Hopefully people are still listening. Dude, but guys, I got to try out that OmniPad pad. It was awesome.
The what now?
The omnidirectional pad for VR.
Oh yeah, I saw the picture, yeah.
Dude, oh my god, it was so cool, and I was like, I want one. They were like, yeah, you can't get one. And I'm like, what do you mean? And they were like,
It's a prototype.
Like, it's a commercial use only. It's like $3,000 and you have to have a license. And I was like, done.
Wow, license.
Done deal. I got it. What's next? What else you got? $3,000, that's freaking cake, man. That's like it's nothing. I just gotta get that license. I'll just do like a shell company and get the license. Then I'll have one in my my bedroom. But no, it was a lot of fun. I got to play Doom 3. Was the first game that I played. It was like the HD version, and someone had modded it to not only be friendly with the VR, but also with the omnidirectional pad. So I was like walking around and picking stuff up and shooting monsters, and it was so much fun. I was like, holy crap. Skip cutscene.
Damn.
Yeah,
Is it a big workout though?
Actually, yeah, you completely and utterly lose track of time. We got on there, and what felt like maybe 30 minutes was actually an hour and a half.
Wow.
Damn, wow.
So, and what we did is we switched between two different games. So I started off playing Doom 3, and I forgot what Ryan was playing. And then, oh, I gotta talk to this person? Oh, it's a little child! What? Dude, okay, so we have a Sith Lord here. He's like, his name is Ninya, and he's a little child, but he looks exactly like a miniature Palpatine. Just
Oh, wow.
a mini Palpatine. It's
Oh.
so fun.
Tara, I don't know if I want to go Limsa.
Mini Palpatine. Oh, this is first person mode. Hell yeah, let's get a better view of this guy.
You're gonna go Arcanist, right?
That is so mini. That's mini Palpatine right there. Baby Pow Pow.
Cause I kind of want to just go Archer or go some type of other DPS class. I always start with
Okay.
Magic. I don't know. But,
so I started with Doom 3, and I was playing that. I barely got through one level. Actually, no, I didn't get through one level because I had to. I think I was playing on a harder difficulty, and then I got to a point where I had to actually control a crane and pick up like waste barrels in a room and throw them into an incinerator. And I could not do that. It was just as hard as the stupid freaking claw games in real life. I kept picking them up and throwing them to the wrong place because the depth perception was a little hard for me in that game. So I was like, oh, god damn it. But what was cool was because I was actually like reaching out and pressing the buttons on the pad that was in-game to control the crane with my finger. So it was oh my god, it was so much fun.
That sounds awesome.
Like, when I would go out into the hallways, I would have a flashlight in one hand and my machine gun in the other hand. So I would flash my light around a corner, see a demon, and then just light his ass up. And then the game, I forgot the name of the game that Ryan and I played against each other, which, I mean, I'd love to say, technically I won, but he kicked my ass. So, but basically it was like CSGO, but with like real weapons. So they would like spawn you into a map, and the map that we played on was just like a bunch of containers, storage containers, all stacked up near each other, and so we just ran around hunting each other on that map. And basically, you get weapons. We played a gun game type. So every time you shoot the enemy, you get a different weapon, and it goes all the way up to the knife, and then you try to get a knife kill at the end, which we ended up running out of time, and we weren't able to get to the knife. We had to turn it over to the next group of people that were coming in. But essentially, the gun was like the game was you would get the gun, right? And it would be like you would actually have to press a button to eject the clip out of the receiver. Then you would have to pull up a new clip, stick it into the receiver. Then you'd have to pull back on the action and actually cock the weapon, like load one into the chamber. And then you could press another button to set what firing rate you wanted on, if it was a submachine gun or an AR. And then you could either shoot with one hand or use both hands. Like if it was a rifle, you could use both hands. And you could actually physically aim down the scope, which would help with shooting at a distance. So you had to be mindful of all these things, because if you ran out of ammo, it would just keep clicking until you released the magazine and got a new one and stuck it in. So it was like awesome. It was like just like using a real gun, and we were running around shooting at each other.
That's pretty cool.
It was, oh my god, it was so much fun. It took a little bit of getting used to running and walking on it, but we picked it up. I feel like Ryan and I picked it up like that. There was a guy that was on it before us, and he kept complaining about how, I just can't get used to it. Like, he's like, I'm trying to like keep my balance and everything, and he kept like putting all his weight on the harness, which the guy was saying, yeah, don't do that. Like, that's the opposite of what you want to do. And he was like, oh, okay, and then he did exactly that. So when we got on there, he goes, just stand like a normal person, put all your weight on your feet, you're walking as if you were walking in real life. All you're gonna do is slide your foot back. So like basically you stood in a bowl, and you would put your feet like you had these special shoes that would slide on the interior of this bowl.
That's so cool.
And so when you stepped on,
was it a fruit bowl?
Like a fruit bowl, no, like a table bowl. You fuck.
Wait, pause. Did you go Marauder again, Matt?
Yes.
God damn it.
You told me to go Marauder.
No, I'm fine with that. I'm trying to debate on what I want to do, because if you're gonna do Marauder, then Terrence is going to Arcanist. I don't want to go the same job. The only other thing I can think of is to go Ninja or to go Rogue.
I've been walking circles in this room.
Should I do that, Terrence? Should I just go Rogue?
Yeah, that's something we've done before.
Yeah. I would hope not. You gotta get consent first. So should I do Marauder first then, or should I do Arcanist first? I'll do Arcanist, because I do not like the pressure of being a tank. You have selected Zalira. No, I don't want Zalira. We went to Midgard, right? Midgard? That's so cool.
Yeah, I think I'll click as soon as you're ready.
Okay, I need to... What?
Matt, you're in Midgard, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna join up there.
Shit. Limzona, or whatever the hell this city's called.
Limsa Lominsa.
I'm at the lower decks, I'm sorry. They're not docks here, they're decks, because it's a piece of shit town. Anyway, so, what was I talking about? The omnidirectional thing? Yeah, so I thought we picked it up pretty fast. So yeah, so you sit in a bowl, right? It's not like a deep bowl, but that's essentially, this is the best way to describe it to you. And then the harness is above that. You lock into the harness, and it wraps around your waist and then your thighs. And basically what you do is with the special shoes, you take a step on the sides of the bowl and let your foot slide back down to the center. And that's how you walk. And you can like turn a full 360. You can do like a full spin in the harness, and it doesn't mess anything up. So you can just constantly be spinning to look a different direction and then walk. That was probably the hardest thing I had trouble with, was like turning in a natural way, because it just
feels like you're not supposed to.
Yeah, it feels like you're not supposed to, and so like whenever I would turn, even though I knew that I could turn naturally, I would still turn awkwardly. So I was like like a robot, kind of going around corners and stuff. But we eventually got the hang of it, and then Ryan and I started getting competitive at the 1v1, and so instead of using he actually stopped before me, but towards the end we stopped using the Omni tool that we were in so much, the Omni directional pad. I think it's just called the Omni. So we stopped using the Omni altogether. Like we would take a few steps here and there, but you could actually use the trackpad on one of the controllers to move your character, but it would do like a float instead of an actual watt. So pretty soon it divulged into him and I just like floating around the map trying to shoot each other, and then we would walk here and there if we were behind cover. It was pretty funny. When we got out, we were both drenched in sweat. It was pretty hilarious.
Nice. I wish I could have gone, man.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah.
And then we got to hang out with. So last year we met a ton of Operation Supply Drop guys, and they were all phenomenal. And two of them actually started their own Twitch channel at that con last year, and they named themselves Slightly Original. Now, I didn't realize until much later that the Slightly Original guys and those guys were the same people.
Oh, I didn't know that at all. Yeah.
Yeah, it was so weird because like the way one of the Operation Supply Drop guys was like, hey, y'all need to try and do some collab with this group. And I didn't realize that we had already met them. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You know, that's awesome that you're, introducing us to a new group. I didn't realize that we had already met.
It's like, this is a waste of time. God damn it.
So for the last year, they've been building their channel, and they are they're almost to 200 followers.
That's awesome.
They've got they're pretty active on Twitter, and they seem to have a pretty active following. Whereas, I've got. First of all, I want to say that I am thankful to all of my followers. You guys are awesome, and you have made my milestone possible here very recently, and it has been an awesome journey with every single one of you. But they definitely, the people that follow them are a little bit more vocal. Like when I post stuff, okay, let me just leave me out of it. When they post stuff, they usually have a pretty good response of like, oh yeah, like people are excited to go out and check their stuff out, and they have a very active chat when they stream. So they're doing the right stuff, and they will eventually get that kicked off with a lot more viewers than they have right now. But basically what they do is they play a lot of games together. They also do podcasts, not unsimilar to what we were doing and what we want to do with the style podcast. And basically they just have an itinerary of different topics to talk about, and then they just kind of mold that with nonchalant talk or however long the podcast is, and that's usually on Sundays, I believe. So yeah, a little bit of promotion for Slightly Original. Go check them out on Sundays. But anyway, so we actually had to join. They were there again this year. So Operation Supply Drop as a whole was not able to show up, but because they are members of Operation Supply Drop, they kind of killed two birds with one stone. They were like, hey, we are here streaming for Operation Supply Drop, but we're also streaming for Slightly Original. So they did both of those things, and they had some helpers there with them. I believe wives or friends of theirs that had showed up to help them out. And we met them as well, and they were very nice. But anyway, we got to sit down with these guys and basically they were streaming all day for both days. And we sat down for probably a good 2 hours and just shot the shit with them. And it ended up turning into a 2v2 Nintendo Switch match. We played the new Mario Kart Racing. And what we had to do, they didn't bring their dock, so all they had was the little tablet, which, Leo, I didn't realize that thing was so small. I thought it was a lot bigger than what it is.
It's perfect size, bro.
Yeah, it's perfect size. I want one so much more now. And I was like, dude, who gives a shit if it's not 1080p? It doesn't matter at that size.
I give a shit.
I thought it was a lot. Well, okay, whatever.
Sidebar. What's your name in game so I can add you real quick? Terrence the same?
Rick LaHaye.
God damn it. R-I-C-K?
R-I-C-K, and then L-A-H-E-Y. LaHaye. Alright, what am I doing here?
Okay, sent you a request. Terrence, what's yours?
Okay, Kane, K-I-N-E.
Uh-huh.
How do I accept said
Coorhagen.
request?
Coorhagen.
I hate both of you so much.
You're about to hate me more.
Why? Tara,
I'm
it
about to
didn't go
like.
through. Just put
Wait,
Ryogetty Vega with 2 A's. VAGA. Matt, yours should be, your menu's gonna be different from mine since I'm using controller, but
Yeah.
if you hit escape and you go to the bottom, there should be something that has like friends or like social.
That says exit the game. That's not right.
Okay.
Hold on.
You're still Rio getting, right?
Yeah, Ryogetty, and then space VAGA.
Oh, here we go. I found it. Social friends list. I mean, I don't have. Okay, there we go. Accept request.
Sweet. All right, and
Then
I just
join your party.
cool.
I'll just- Oh, I'm not. I can't. Are you kidding me? I can't invite you to a party on a free trial. That's pretty dumb. Can I even join your party in a free trial?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Yeah, there it is. I see it. Okay, I joined. Sweet. Good deal. Okay, so anyway, we had to join them for a good 2 hours. So anyway, we ended up playing. This is what we had to do. So because they didn't have the dock to set up, what we did is we took one of their webcams and faced it towards the screen, the little tiny screen, and filmed that way. And then we didn't have enough controllers, so we did 1v1 and then passed it off, and it was versus slightly original. And we basically played Mario Kart Racing. We did a few maps, and they kicked our ass because they actually own and play the game. Well, one of them does. The other one not. But anyway.
Excuses. All right, Matt,
Did
add Terrence. You should be the other person. Right. And then I'm gonna start to boogie. So I gotta be up early.
Yeah, I'm gonna also be. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. I'd like to do some more discussion of GexCon to really talk to you guys. I should have done it when the chat was a little bit more active, and I apologize for that. I waited too long because I was thinking that we were gonna get things rolling a little bit faster than we did. Which, I mean, I just don't know anything about this guy. But anyway, I'll be back on Thursday, and then this is my weekend to stream. So I'll be streaming Saturday, Friday night, Saturday night, and yeah. So what we'll do is we'll talk a little bit more about GexCon on Thursday when you guys show up at the beginning of the stream. Hopefully by then I will have my new motherboard and my new CPU, so I'll be able to stream something like PUB or really any shooter. It'll be a little bit more fun and fast-paced for you guys to watch. So yeah, we'll pick it up from there. I appreciate everybody who showed up and was in the chat tonight. Definitely need that support. That's the kind of activity that people want to see when they want to pick up streamers for sponsorships and stuff like that. They want to see that you have lots of followers. They want to see that you have an active chat. So if we can work on both those things, then we will continue to build this channel, and it will be a collective effort. It won't just be me, it'll be you guys. So let's keep doing that, and until Thursday, it's Mel reminding you guys to drink up and play on. Thanks.
And just to piggyback off of Mel's nice little exit outro, I know no one's watching. I'm okay with this. I've come to terms with this. I made a whole new character. Didn't even get to play with him yet. So I'm gonna leave. Because that's how I do.
I have a whole game, and I haven't really played it yet.
Yeah, well, yeah, at least there's no time limit.
I don't understand it.
I paid for it. That's how I feel. But yeah, this is Ryogetty. Tell you guys, see you online.